Good afternoon from Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm redoing a video regarding an artist, an independent, maybe a coffee house artist by the name of Jon Riley. I know for sure that the one I'm referring to has done 2 albums. He might have done a third. The 2 albums that I know for sure he had done was Dusk on Highway 37, What Kind of Animal Are You? Now there's one that he may or may not have done called You Give Me Your Kingdom, which is a Christian album. I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. It's on Bandcamp. I know he has delved in Christian music, so in the albums that I had, so it's quite possible that might have been what he had done. It's possible, but I'm not quite sure. The genre, like I said, I don't know what you call the genre. Maybe the genre is coffee house type genre. Clearly independent, so clearly indie. I don't know if you could call it indie folk. I don't know. I'll also tell you that the music can lean toward, almost get a Western feel for it. Although not all of these songs are Western, but there's almost like a Western feel for it. There's at least two songs I can think of that are clearly Western-inspired songs. The third track on Dusk on Highway 37, a ghost, a killer, and a priest. Very much a Western feel. The Ballad of Sonny Lee, which is regarding the Chinese immigrant who had arrived into America during the gold rush. I know at least those two are clearly Western type songs, and there's a few others that seem to lean toward it. One of them is a Christian called I think it's Jesus Lead Me to the Cross, but it's very Western-like. His harmonica basically is playing, what I'd say Western riffs. Just sitting here loving you sounds very, very Western. So I will tell you how I first got wind of him was through through the university I attended. I had gotten a graduate degree at Texas Tech, and their radio station, their college radio station was KTXT, and they played a lot of indie music, whether it be experimental, avant-garde, experimental pop, indie pop, punk, indie folk, freak folk, weird America, those types of things. And I just happened to hear the song on there. It took me forever to find it because I'm not sure if you're familiar with how some of these college radio stations run. I'm in Raleigh right now, and the one that I listen to a lot is WKMC. And I gotta tell you, sometimes they'll have songs I really, really, really want to hear, but they don't bring up the song. Sometimes they don't bring up the name of the song until much later. So, so at any rate, that was the same thing at KTXT. They didn't, and so it took me a long time of internet searching to find out, about it. But there was a song called "Fisherman and His Soul," based on a Oscar Wilde song. And I loved it. I will tell you that the voice, I couldn't quite tell, the voice was either raw, rough, or shaky. I don't know. Certainly there was no auto-tune on it. But I love the song, and I love the idea. And so I finally was able to get a hold of the song, the album that it came on, Dusk on Highway 37. I don't know what other. I am guessing that KTXT might have been the only. It might have been the only. It may have been the only radio station to broadcast. I couldn't imagine any other radio stations even caring to go into, because the album was it was produced on CD Baby. I can't imagine any other radio stations going to the lengths of finding this thing on CD Baby. For those who are not familiar with the defunct record label CD Baby. CD Baby, you'll hear a lot of very, very independent, people. But I would even say, it's almost tantamount to self-publication. Like, so you'll see a lot of vanity presses, and so, someone will have something and it'll be by such and such. And so you see the name of a publisher when in truth is really, maybe minimum, effects to it. And so CD Baby was kind of like that. I enjoyed the songs, especially on the first one, as far as I can tell, it seemed like one of the songs that got some level of review on that I could tell on the net was It's Just a Lighting, which seemed to be talking about something tantamount to or exactly spousal abuse, which was very unfortunate. It was a little sad. I'll tell you, it's not my favorite song on the album, but and I'm trying to figure out which one is my favorite song on the album. But it's a pretty good song. I'm trying to think here. I know I loved Cold Sweat. I Didn't Do Anything. Very good harmonica play. The Western themes songs of Ghost of Killer and the Priest I loved. The Ballad of Sonny Lee, which was the revenge of a Chinese miner upon his white counterparts. Not that I enjoyed it for that reason, that's not what I just think it was a good song, I'm not I'm not on that kick, right? Just sitting here loving you, and the first song I heard, also like It's a Quiet House. I thought it was a pretty good album. Good deal of acoustic, some electric. Your standard band, vocalist, guitar, bass guitar, drum kit, along with some harmonica. Like I said, it was very much, many of the songs I was thinking of the Old West. And there's also a Christian element to it as well. Like, Jesus lead me to the cross. So, it makes me wonder if that third album that I heard of may well indeed be one that he, performed on. It's quite possible. And great. Let me know if you want to know anything else about it. But I thought it was a wonderful album, and I still play it, even though it's been, 18 years since it's come out. So anyway, hey, thank you for your time and goodbye.